Yeah, came through flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country.
Hey.
Sounds great, just as usual. It's another epic intro there.
I noticed we're adding a light bar. Well, this is episode 4. There should be a 4th light bar.
Did we? Oh, I think the camera's crooked.
Keep this in. Don't cut it out. Stay real.
Do you think is it just me? Am I crooked?
You leaning?
Is it me that's crooked? It might be. I've been called worse. We'll figure it out. We'll edit it. We'll do it live. Anyways, dude, what's up? What's up? How are
We're
you?
in.
Mm-hmm. We're doing it.
What's up? 10 million things are up. I'm juggling 100 chainsaws.
Chainsaws. Where did you get this phrase? You've used this all the time. I'm juggling all these chainsaws.
It just felt right in the moment.
And this is my favorite chainsaw.
This is my favorite. The worship night is currently my favorite chainsaw, but it is a chainsaw nonetheless. It's the heaviest of the chainsaws, but it is my favorite one.
Chainsaws feel dangerous.
Yeah, I don't want to mess this up.
Do you feel in danger? There's a lot riding on
I don't want to be smart.
There's a lot riding on this, bro. Yeah, it's just life or death, man.
Yeah, it's just eternity.
Yeah. Someone in there might meet the Lord, whatever.
Yeah, I know, he died for our sins, and that's enough. But what if it isn't?
Yeah.
What if he goes, I'd take it back for you.
Yeah, for you.
You're going in on works.
Yeah. It's expert mode for you. Thankfully, I don't think that's a thing. I haven't read that part, at least. But
Didn't he say that about teachers?
yeah,
Expert mode.
Yeah, that is expert mode. That's a little bit like, hey, it's gonna be a little bit different. Accountability is fun, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody loves that. That's such a church word too. I know it's a normal word. You probably also use the word accountability, but it's really popular in the church world.
Yeah.
It gets abused a lot too.
Church world and alpha male boot camps.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I just want to try to keep you accountable right now.
Just extreme accountability. Yeah. I'm Jocko.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Jocko. I'm not talking shit.
Yeah. No, that stuff is, I love all the extreme ownership.
Yeah. That was it. Extreme ownership.
Yeah, that's it. Not extreme accountability. He might maybe the same thing. I don't know. But
one of my favorite, and I think he's great. But one of the funniest things I've ever seen was him going through, and it was when he was serving. Anytime there was bad news, the answer was good.
Oh yeah.
And all that, I was like, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not
He's
good.
like,
If that's your
you
legitimate response, you're crazy.
Yeah. You lost your job? Good.
Good. That's an opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your dog got hit by a car. Good. And you're like, bro, what?
Next dog's gonna be better.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. He was definitely first of the alpha leadership bros.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the most credible ones, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a lot of them that.
Yeah, pretty decent resume there.
I've seen a bunch of them, especially there's one of them that's got a fight coming up. I think our friend's putting on the fight. I saw it on his big whiteboard. I was in his office, and he's another one of those where it's just alpha.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're like, dude, you're 5'4".
Yeah.
And you need to stop talking.
Well, some of those ones where the guys are all alpha male leadership stuff, and what are you gonna do? Sit around, and touch yourself all day? it's like, does he know we're touching ourselves all day?
You know the lizard.
Yeah,
you've been talking to the lizard.
Yeah. It's just so fun. He was definitely first of the leadership bros, though, which is, and like you said, there's a reason why, a lot of accountability. A lot of credibility to it, but there's a lot of copycats since then.
Yeah,
but
also they always go to such an extreme of one direction. You could sit around and do other stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's in.
If you sit and do nothing for 15 minutes, you don't have to touch yourself.
Well, it's like
you just watch a show or something.
A lot. a lot of that is like in response to a lot of the leadership content before was like uber professional.
Yeah.
You know, it's uber professional and then also like very HR sanitized. And so then you're trying to like, you'll go to a book or you'll go and listen to a speaker and it's very, you know, like sanitized and you'll be listening to it and you're like, I don't have any connection to this or this isn't really exciting. And then all of a sudden like leadership bro comes up and he's like, oh,
Because
Good.
I'm probably wrong. It was just the first one I saw. It was Tony Robbins was probably the first one that broke that mold, right?
Yeah.
Where he came in, he was cussing, he was yelling.
And you're like, are you allowed to do this? Are you allowed to do this?
Is there a form we should fill out?
Yeah. That's so funny. I didn't sign a waiver for that. Yeah. No, he was definitely the first one to break that mold. And then there's a bunch of people that try to copycat that.
And it just got more and more extreme.
Yeah. Well, one of the
Now
things.
everyone's just out on the beach spitting on each other.
Good. Yeah. No, but even to your point, what we were talking about before, like you're with the worship night that's coming up, and even you leading worship here, one of the things that's most refreshing to me is that like, oh wow, I can actually listen to this. Like I can actually listen to this and not have to turn it down or feel like, because most Christian music I feel like is geared towards women, and so I don't listen to it very often. And I
I don't know if it's geared. I think it's more so it's approached with like this needs to be as widely accessible as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like offend no one. It can't be too masculine in one direction because that cuts off the side.
Yeah.
And like then it's not really applicable to kids. Like kids can't listen because then it's not.
Yeah.
I think it's just like just cast the broadest net possible.
Yeah. But that's the.
I'm a lot more niche, but it's within a niche that I think is neglected.
Oh, it's so refreshing. Like I was actually listening to this and I'm like, oh wow, this feels like as a man I can listen to this and feel like I'm like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Like I actually enjoy this.
You can be pumping iron instead of touching yourself.
Yeah. or
They're
just
the two options.
Or just when when I go to sing with it, I have to be like immediately falsetto if I'm gonna sing it. But yeah, it's not that way with some of the stuff that you're putting together and putting out for worship night. So that's going to be nice and refreshing. But that's always just that whole thing is an interesting topic anyway. I don't know if this is what I want to talk about this whole podcast about though. With the church by and large has not done super well with engaging men at all, and so. There's a response to that even to where now like I see there's like the alpha male pastors, like the alpha male like celebrity pastors.
Everything's yelling.
Yeah. And it's like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, man, so much. So much, brother. Like how much time do you have? And then like everything is like camo, you know? It's like,
camo Bible.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I've seen with like churches that try to engage men. It's like, hey, we're going to do a sportsman night and everybody's going to wear camo and you can come to this thing.
We've got our own printing of the Bible done. It's attached to a kettlebell.
Yeah. Anything that you can sell, I guess. But no, I think it's important to engage men. It's like, but when you respond to that, you're like, oh, there's a need for this. Mm-hmm. And there's always like the far over response to it where it's like.
It's something that I noticed, and it was slightly depressing at the time with my regular music, where a lot of it's just very sad stuff, and it's me complaining, unjustly for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'd always assumed that it was, I do my solo music, and it's like, this is primarily probably just going to be a bunch of chicks.
Right, okay.
And then I forget who I was with, and we looked at the analytics for the first time, and it's kind of late 20s through early 50s men. Mm-hmm. And at first, I was like, what are they getting out of it?
Why are you listening to this?
And then the more we dug into it, it
That's
was
funny.
It was like
you're making music, and you're like, why are you listening to this?
So backwards. And the more we dug into it, it was These are just guys who don't have a voice and they don't feel like anyone's speaking for
Yeah.
them. And they've got that pain or that struggle or whatever it is they're going through. And they don't have anyone speaking to them on that. And they don't have anywhere to put those feelings. And it was just real sad because it was like, this is kind of the neglected part of society because we come from the back end of the generations of suck it up. Just get on with it.
Yeah.
Push it down.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Well, and again, the response to that was just be boo-hooey about your feelings.
Yeah,
you know, and
too
it's
far.
like,
There's too much overcorrection there.
yeah. The phrase is like, there's a ditch on both sides of the road.
Yeah.
And so, like I see just in the church world, that happens all the time. It's like, well, how do we engage people? It's like, well, let's do this. Here's a section of the population that the church doesn't seem to be engaging. So let's do what we need to do to reach those people. And it's like, I'm all for that. And then all of a sudden it's like, I love dogs. But then I see churches like, hey, we're going to baptize your pets. And I'm like, maybe, if you've baptized your animal, God bless you. But maybe not that.
If you do a weekend of that, let me know. Because I don't know about baptize. They need a bath. And that would be a good excuse.
Right, yeah, that's
I
a
think
good
that'll talk
excuse.
Olivia into it.
Yeah.
We're getting them baptized. With shampoo?
Yeah. Yeah, wash them clean, brother. Yeah. It's just one of those
They're
things.
many, many sins away.
It would just definitely have to be for dogs because you're a weirdo if you're getting in the water after that.
Olivia brought Freya into the hot tub one time and it had to be drained. It's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. That's gross. Yeah, my dogs will just jump into the pool now, and it's awful. And it's like, what are you doing? You're messing up my filter, and then you guys smell terrible. It's like you guys are the cleanest dogs. You get wet more than anyone else, but you smell terrible.
In hindsight, Cowboy used to do that at my brother's house, and his pool's been empty for like a year or two now because it just broke. And I'm now realizing that maybe
It might
Cowboy's fault.
have had something to do with that.
I think all your filters broke, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Anyways, what did we talk about this past Sunday at church? That's a decent part. Do you remember? I don't.
I do.
Do
you pointed your finger at me a lot.
Well, that was fun. I did enjoy that.
No, the part that I sat other than Danny hates alarms was we all like saying that we invite Jesus into our life. We want him to be the healer. We want him to be the savior, but we don't want him to sit here.
Yeah.
And that I was sat there going, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that, and I talk a real good game about not doing it. And it's not until it gets pointed out, I'm like, I'm still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard to just get out of the driver's seat.
Yeah. Well, we were in Romans 13, and it starts off like talking about the government, And
Me and another guy.
Yeah.
As soon as you started talking, me and another guy in the congregation, we locked eyes.
you locked eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, just that passage, it's talking about authority and the government and all that other, and that passage has been twisted and abused in a bunch of different ways, where the entire passage has to do a ton with, like, hey, who's in charge? Like, who's in charge? Is it you? Like, is that how you want it to go? Really? Because most of the things that I'm solely in charge of, that I depend on all of my own understanding, I make a mess of a lot of stuff. And so a lot of times, even with the government, it's like, oh, what did I say on Sunday? Like, Paul's not asking you, like, if you like your government. It's like, ooh, good. I'm glad that's not the question. I'm glad that's not the question.
I mean, I like the question.
Yeah.
It's not if you like the answer.
Yeah. I like the question. We can answer that question,
about that question
later on. Yeah, I got a militia you can join. I don't have a militia you can join yet. Right?
I mean, constitutionally we're obligated to.
Yeah. Right. No, but it just all comes down to, like, who's in charge? Yeah. Who's in charge? Is it me, or is it of my own life? Like, who gets the final say? And to your point, what you're talking about, like that chair is like the throne. Everyone has one, and I need Jesus as forgiver, Like I keep him busy. I keep him busy with that. And healer sounds great. Savior sounds good. All that other stuff. But it's like, okay, what the passage is really getting down to is like, who's in charge? Like, is he? We all like the shirts that say like King Jesus. I like the idea of that.
Easy to say Lord and King.
Yeah,
Easy
yeah.
to say it.
Yeah. It's especially when a lot of people are like, yeah, you know what that means. And I was like, I don't know if we're saying the same thing, but
That's antagonistic.
yeah. I don't know if exactly we're saying the same thing, but sure. But yeah, when it comes down to, hey, here's authority, here's in my relationships, and then ultimately, like the whole thing turns into, how do you treat other people? And it's like, well, don't ask me that. Like, don't ask me that.
Which people?
Let's have which people? And let's talk more about the militia thing.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
About all those tables that need to get flipped.
Yeah. That's the realization that I eventually came to was when you read the story, when you read the Gospels, it turns out Jesus sat down at a whole lot more tables than he ever flipped over.
Yeah.
And you're like, let me think about that. Because I like flipping tables. I like the version of Jesus where he's making the whip, just watching them, going like, yeah, okay, no, y'all keep on doing that. That's fine. And then I'm going to use this whip and I'm going to flip this table over. And it's like, yeah, I want to ride with that guy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's using it on you though. like he's using it on you.
I don't know if you'd actually like that guy.
Yeah, he's using it on you, brother. That's the...
Because you're a lot more in front of him than behind him. When
Yeah.
he's swinging that thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's the like the lordship of Jesus is something that gets talked about a lot in church, and typically from a guy like wearing a suit in a particular denomination. But it's something that you have to wrestle with to go like, man, who's actually sitting on the throne in my heart? Like, who's actually in control of who's actually influencing my decisions?
Yeah.
Like, is it just me? Is it me trying to get Danny to like me? Like,
the part of it that I see the struggle in, and that I find the struggle in, is the whole thing of, let go and let him steer a ship. Yes. But it's the fine line between letting him steer and inaction, and being able to differentiate the two and discern the two.
Yeah.
Of, when is he saying, "Hey, go left"?
Yeah.
And when are you like waiting for him to turn left? When he's actually going, "Turn left."
Yeah. The to go back to like the super bro, super alpha bro response to everything. There's this one reel that keeps on popping up on my algorithm where it's this guy and he's just yelling like, "You must row, but he will steer," like, or something like that. I've just totally botched it. But the idea of like, okay, so he's steering the ship, but what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Row, brother. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, don't just sit there. I'm actually coming out of a season personally where I've felt so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. And like, I stopped rowing. Like, that was my problem. It's like, I'm so concerned about like which direction is the right way to go, what move is the right move to make. It's like, shut up and row, dude. Like, do the things that you know you're supposed to do and just row and trust that he'll come through for you. Because when I read in the book, like, it's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
It's coming through for you. Like, you just got to row. Like, you got to do the thing that you know that you should do. And a lot of times we fill that with check boxes, okay, I'll do the things that I know to do. So let me turn on my effeminate Christian music and try to have a quiet time or something like that, or whatever that is. And I'll just check all these boxes. But it's action, like it's courage, it's action, it's do something. And just from personal experience, and I don't know why I forget this. I feel like I forget this crap all the time. But opportunities open. Like, the way appears in front of you if you're rowing, if you're moving, if you're courageous enough to actually move, take a step, go forward. It's like, well, what if it's in the wrong direction? It's like, well, you'll know in a hurry.
Yeah.
You know how you'll never know? If you just sit there and go, well, maybe this door will open for me.
We all have a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah. Brother. Yeah.
We weren't given a whole lot of superpowers, but hindsight is about the worst superpower in the world. And
Yeah.
we're so good at it.
Yeah. Well, that's where, like, we've talked about this before. Like, perspective is the most valuable thing you can possibly get. Like, and most of the time, my perspective is, oh, it's all in hindsight. Like, oh, wow.
That was stupid.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
You know, that was a huge mistake I was making. But maybe, I don't know what the percentages are, but there's also hindsight that I can look back and go,
Dodge that.
I'm glad I did not do that. I'm glad the ship turned this way. But that's the whole thing. It's like, hey, I'm not a sailor or a mariner. I think those are the words for it. But I do know that your boat isn't going to turn unless it's moving. If it's moving, you can turn it. If it's not moving, good luck, man. You can turn that rudder any way you want to. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go this way? Good luck. Like, you'll just sit there. And I did that for a long time. Like I said, just recently coming out of a season like that. And those are things that, like, I knew. I know that. We've had this conversation. I've sat across from the table and told people that.
Yeah.
And then left and went, okay, well, now I'm not going to row. Like, let me try to turn this thing. It's like, stop.
And we turn this towards success.
Yeah. Or what I think is success.
It's not going.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Come on, Jesus, row.
Yeah. He's like, that part's not my job.
Told you where I want to go.
Yeah, that part's not my job. You row. But yeah, that's hard. That's hard because I want to know where it's going. I think I know where I should go, or I think I know how things should go.
I did see a great story of a guy. He was an atheist, and now he doesn't know because he something happened, and now he's like, was that exactly what I asked for? And one or some of his Christian friends had asked him, like, what would it take for you to believe? Mm-hmm. He's like, God would have to do something just undeniable. Mm-hmm. He was like what? And he'd said something, and they were like, bigger, think bigger. Mm-hmm. Think like, what's something that's like, there's no way this would have happened otherwise.
Yeah.
He's like, $1 million falls out of the sky. And they're like, okay. And like, that was okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And he'd gone to the gym, and he was walking out, and he held the door for this guy who was like across the parking lot, old guy. And the guy came in, and he was like, thank you so much. I'm going to give you $1 million for holding that door. I gave him $1 million bill. It's fake on.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not real. We gave him $1 million.
I was going to say, that's mine too. That's mine too.
Same day. $1 million, or the next day.
Yeah.
$1 million bill. And he was like, but it comes with something. And he handed him, I don't know if it was a full Bible or just the Gospels or what, but he gave him that. And he just went into the gym, and he just sat there, and he's like, I mean, this is technically. Yeah. He's like, I don't know if this was it.
Yeah.
And he's just funny.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, for sure.
But then he's resting it. I was just watching. I was like, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is how I would have played that joke too.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Well, it's one of those. I'm really good at like rationalizing things like that.
Yeah.
And I think everybody is, like, where this is obviously God trying to communicate to you. Like, he's obviously doing something, and you're like, chance maybe.
There's always room for chance.
Yeah, maybe it's chance.
I think chance and coincidence do exist.
Well, that's what's funny.
It's just two paths that were unrelated. They cross at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't part of the plan, but it's just an intersection.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite stories that highlights that is an Old Testament story in the book of Judges. There's this guy named Gideon. Do you know the story?
I'll say no.
Just for the sake of the podcast?
Well, no,
you
no,
know the whole story.
no.
You know the whole story. You're being humble.
For the sake of, I have read the book. I haven't, like, when you say it, it doesn't jump to mind.
Yeah.
I know I've read it, but.
Yeah, so there's this dude, Gideon, and he's hiding at the time, like in a wine press, while I think it's the Midianites are like wreaking havoc. And an angel shows up and says, calls him like, "Hey, mighty man, what's up? How are you?" And he's hiding in the wine press, like he's afraid. And he calls him mighty man. And he's like, "Hey, God has something for you to do." And he's like, "All right, well, if he wants me to do it, I'm going to lay a fleece out." This is the whole where people get this idea of like, there's a phrase like I'm going to set a fleece out.
I do remember this story.
Yeah,
But keep going.
there you go. Yeah, you're good. So he sets the fleece out and he's like, "All right, God, if you really want me to do this, I know an angel just showed up to me and said this, but if you really want me to do this, I'm going to set this fleece out, and in the morning have it be wet and the whole ground be dry." And it's like, okay, that's how I'll know. And then the next morning he wakes up and the fleece is wet and the ground is dry. And he's like, "All right, so if you really want me to do this," it's like, okay, so an angel showed up and talked to you. That seems pretty significant. I don't know how often that happens to people.
Angel showed up.
Yeah.
We've done wet dry.
Yeah, we've done wet dry. And then he's like, "Okay, let's flip it. Now I want the ground wet and the fleece dry." It's like, okay. He's like, if that's the case, then I'll do it. And then wakes up the next morning, comes out, fleece is dry as a bone, ground is soaking wet. And he's like, "Okay, I think I have to do this. I have to do this now." It's like, okay, three strikes. Like it took three different things for you to go, "Okay, I'll follow the Lord." It's like, and it's funny to make fun of him, but I do that all the time.
Because you got to think, it's easy for us to go on our perspective, and our push is probably not quite as extreme as his was. Where ours is like a hey, maybe go give $5 to a homeless guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You're sitting in service. It's like somebody's like, "Hey, why don't you actually live like you trusted him?"
Yeah.
And you're just like,
It's not go out into this army that wants to kill you.
It's like, should I actually live like I trust him? I don't know.
If it was, hey, there's all those people with guns outside, and they do want to actively kill. I'm gonna need you to go out there.
Yeah.
I'll probably ask him a few times.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, for sure. I'd be like, okay, so we're gonna just to
Probably
make sure.
wouldn't hear once and go, let's go.
Yeah, just to make sure I'm not delusional.
Yep.
Let's have this, and that totally makes sense. But we do all the same stuff where it's like, am I actually going to practice this? I remember I
probably wouldn't ask those things because knowing I'd wake up and it'd be dog pee.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go, "Well, God want me to do
You'd be
it."
like, well, that.
It wasn't. It was one of them on the toilet bowl.
Yeah, yeah. There's a phrase I heard one time. I don't think maybe I said it. It's the realization that you understand that evil men don't wait for permission to do evil things. Right? There's not the people that are perpetrating evil in the world aren't sitting around going like, "Okay, once I get permission to do this evil thing, then I'm going to do it." It's like, but why do I sit around and wait for some sign from God to do something good? To like, oh, should I practice the teachings of Jesus? Maybe if the stars align just right. Yeah. Maybe if the wind will blow this
Get an
direction.
extra case of water to keep in my truck so I can hand it out to the people at the stoplights with the signs.
For sure. If there's something, if these stars align, then I'll think about it. I might not do it, but I'll at least think about it.
When I go on Target to spend a bunch of money I don't need to spend, it's 5 songs playing this order.
Yeah. Then
get an extra sandwich.
Right, but we do that all the time.
$3.49 onto there and get a sub.
I need permission. I need some sort of divine signal to live like I trust him. I need some sort of divine signal or some sort of miraculous thing to happen to practice the teachings of Jesus. But evil people don't wait for permission to do evil. It's like, man, I remember I had that realization and I was like, man, that sucks. Like imagine how different my life would be, or my family, or my neighborhood, or the city, or the world would be if just a handful of us were like, okay, I'm not going to wait for permission to imitate Jesus. I'm not going to wait for a divine sign in the sky, a star to lead me to this place to do the right thing.
Yeah, I get the whole, it's the small things. I mean, like, well, what can I do? Like, what difference is that actually going to make? But it isn't. It's the collective and the compounding of those things. So it's like, yeah, you go in and giving that homeless guy $5 or some water or a sandwich. Grand scheme of things, you haven't even saved his life. You haven't saved his month.
Yeah, right.
You've bought him 7 days.
Yeah.
Not that big. Do it, but it's sure that one act hasn't reached it. But if a bunch of people are doing that, now you've made a difference.
Yeah. Well, it's
a bunch of doing the small thing. It compounds.
Yeah. In Romans 12, the message from the week before, I was talking, the scriptures talk about how we've all been gifted with different gifts from God. And it's like, well, I only want to use the shiny one.
Yeah.
Like I want to I'll only do something if it's really, if a lot of people notice, or if it's the big thing.
Yeah.
If it's the big thing, then that's what I want to do. And it's like, man, faithfulness is way more impressive than visibility. Way more impressive than visibility. I want to be seen, and I want people to notice that I'm doing something good. But just being faithful is those are the people that when I meet those people, they actually inspire me. They actually motivate me and move me to go, oh, I want to be like that person. Not the super visible person, like, oh, I saw that this person did this great thing, and I will only do something if it can be that great thing.
Yeah.
Never had the thought or the realization of, hey, that person did a million small things before they got the opportunity to do this big giant thing. It's like, well, I only want to do the big fancy thing because I'm special. It's like, that's insane.
I have, this will lead into what we wanted to talk about a little bit.
Okay, good.
Because I'm setting up this joke perfectly. I'm not even doing it as a bit. I have received awards and accolades, and I've like had money, been comfortable, been successful, and then received more. And I could not tell you who handed me those awards. I couldn't tell you the name of the guy who sent me the big fat checks. Couldn't tell you their names. I could tell you exactly every single person who helped me when I was down, when I needed help.
Yeah.
When I was struggling, I could tell you every single one of their names.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you the guy who cut millions of dollars in a check. Couldn't tell you his name.
Yeah.
Life was terrible. But no, it's the thing of like, sure. I mean, he got to sit at the other guy, whoever was giving me an award. He probably felt like he was doing the giant thing. This thing I'm giving him.
Yeah.
He's never going to forget this.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Don't know who it was. I can remember the guy who bought me lunch when I couldn't. I could tell you Blue Foley let me sleep on his couch for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Because I had no money. Like it's those smaller things that cost those people probably nothing. Probably wasn't even in their head that they were doing something. That's so much more important. And whatever gift in those people's lives that they have that are these big special things that they're able to do, that just like selflessness and generosity. Maybe they didn't even recognize that I needed it at the time. Maybe they did. That's so much more impactful in the world. And no one's talking about, I mean, I'm talking about it now, but
right.
No one knew they did that. They probably didn't even acknowledge it, possibly didn't even remember it, but that's what makes the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about me and I think us, everyone, that there's nothing attractive about faithfulness. Just doing the small, the right, the correct thing. There's nothing attractive about just row the boat, just row. And you're like, well, no, I want to get to the place. I want to do the big thing.
Can I be the guy with the flag?
Yeah, let me do that. Let me be the guy in charge. All of that is so attractive to us. But to the point with your story, it's like, dude, faithfulness is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, you're way more like Jesus when you're just faithful than being the guy that everyone sees. Like, oh, I want to be just like Danny. It's like, I'm sure there's people that think that. They might be weird. And they probably don't want to be just like you.
They see the headlines. They see the highlight reel. The highlight reel looks cool. I'm going to put the highlight reel on the internet.
Yeah.
I know the highlight reel looks cool. I curated it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They don't see all the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I do the same thing with sermon clips, man. You go to my Instagram or our Instagram for the church, it's like, no, I'm going to pick out like 90 seconds that are like, that's pretty good.
They're all like that.
By the way, I talked for 45 minutes, but this 90 seconds or that 90 seconds?
90 seconds out of that.
Yeah, that was, I wanted you to hear that because I didn't stutter. Like, yeah,
all these new pictures out of the church. Look real good. Brandon's real good while he's preaching. Then I get one that's like,
yeah, oh, bro, yeah, where I look terrible, or I'm doing something where you're like,
apparently
hey,
my gift is knowing exactly when you're going to blink.
yeah, no, bro, I'm the least photogenic person ever. Like every church I've ever worked at where there's people taking pictures, because that's the thing. If you don't take pictures of church, did it even happen?
Didn't go.
I don't know if we even had church. We didn't have pictures of it. But
that's how we don't know which the real one is.
Yeah. Every church I've ever been to where there's pictures, every person.
The Catholics had a painter on staff. So.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's been our gig for a long time. We got to show people what we're doing. But no, like I look terrible in all of them. I do weird things with my face. I didn't know that. I'm sure everybody else knows that, but I don't.
Well, you don't catch it in video or in person.
Well, the difference is the thing that sucks is the weird thing that I do with my face. It just looks weird. But the weird things that you do with your face when you're singing and stuff like that, like it just looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Everybody's like, "Oh man, that looks awesome."
They're pretty weird.
Yeah,
there's some pretty weird ones that get in there. I generally have someone running around with my camera in shows, so I get to go through them. I'll delete all the others.
Nice, yeah.
So I'll get it back. I'm like, one of my guys is great. He's so enthusiastic about it, and I'll get it back. And I'm like, 700 photos. I'm like, I have to go through these.
No, there's
and at the end
there's 7
13.
of them. Yeah. These are the ones that I want people to
These
see.
are the least terrible ones.
Yeah. Well, like we curate that, and then we like to curate our stories, like what you were talking about before. It's like where we have these stories that we think people want to hear, you know? And it's like, oh yeah, my story about following Jesus is a great one. Like where it turns into that brag that you were talking about.
For context, we were talking about the people giving their testimony, and they're talking about how terrible their life was, but they're just bragging the whole time. I was in Miami every weekend. We'd take the private jet, surrounded by models. We were popping bottles. We'd jump in the Lamborghinis. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was just so awful.
We were living in sin.
Yeah, I had the worst time.
You were living at the one,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I was getting paid millions of dollars. I hated it. Like it's like, bro.
And I was in the penthouse of the Four Seasons, and I realized I gotta change my life. Jessica Alba was in my bathtub, and I just thought, this isn't the way to live.
What am I doing with my life? Where did everything go wrong? Yeah, those are the best. Those are the best ones. I love that. I love stories like that. It's great. It's like, man, you do know Jesus is still the hero of this story? Like, I'm going to wait for how Jesus becomes the hero of the story. Yeah.
Jesus, straight. You miss it so much.
Yeah. Jesus saved me from a life full of models and yachts and millions of dollars. It's like, really?
You're upset about it.
Yeah. It's why are you talking about it like this? This seems
maybe
a
let's
weird.
not leave you in charge of the finances because you're going to be the pastor who buys a jet.
Yeah, because there's none of those.
Jesus needed me to have the jet and the Bentley.
Yeah. I had to have this. Ah, gross. Those are my favorite stories, though. I always love those. Like the humble brag. Let me tell you.
Speaking of guys, our guy, we got to talk about our guy. So I had a reel come across my Instagram, and the first thing I did was send it to Brian. I said, I cannot wait to see this guy's life get turned upside down.
Dude.
He's this guy, I think he's in New York or somewhere, and
find his name.
he's on this mission. it's beautiful. You have to follow him and keep up with this because it is turning out exactly how we all knew it was going to go. He did this little experiment of he was pretending God was real for 30 days.
Yeah.
And I think I caught it on day 2 or day 3.
Oh, yeah. You sent it to me really early on, too.
I know exactly what is going to happen on this experiment. He's going to encounter Jesus and stuff's going to get weird real quick.
Yeah. His name's Brian Guan. Guan. I'm probably butchering it.
And he did. And you sent it to me maybe about 45 seconds after I saw that video.
Oh, yeah, really?
And it was, I don't follow many people. I used to follow no one, but I follow a couple now, and then I had to follow more just to make it look like I wasn't playing favorites. And one day he was just breaking down, just tears.
Yeah.
And it was like, we got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
It was like day 17. Yeah. I was following as soon as you turned me onto it. I was like, oh, I got to watch this.
That's why I open my phone to Instagram every day.
I've been watching his videos, and he's like, I think he wants to practice gratitude. He wants to do something like applying the teachings of Jesus. There's a handful of things that he does every day. Pray. That's one of the things every day. And like some of them, like I was watching, and like, he's praying, and I'm like, that seems, sometimes it just seems like he was just checking off the boxes.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I get it.
Probably more consistent than a lot of Christians.
Yeah, no joke.
He's doing it every day.
No joke, yeah. And then, I think it was day 17. It was just, this happened this past weekend. I sent it to you, and he's like breaking down, crying, because he's just having this realization, the thought for the first time of like, about the kindness of like a friend's mom or something. And he just has this realization of like, oh man, this is a gift from God. And just that thought entering his mind, like, was so moving to him. And then somebody comments on his live thing. It's like, you felt the Holy Spirit. And then it was his laugh afterward, like that I absolutely loved, because it was one of those things where he was laughing because it was funny, and it was like, that's what it was too.
Got you.
Laughing. I said, got him. Like, after 17 days. Yeah. And he even says now, like, I don't know if I would call myself a Christian. He's like, probably, I don't know. Maybe I'm headed that way. But
another week and a half left.
Yeah. It's like, you still got time, bro. Yeah. One of the things that's been really interesting for an experience that he's having right now that I think everyone has is the amount of people telling him what he should do.
Yes. And he did a video about that too.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Where it's just the amount of people that are telling him what you should do. You should do this now. You should do that now. You should do this now. Read this, do that. And I feel like that's what church is for a lot of people. Yeah. It's like, you're going to come to church and
homework.
Here, do this. As if a ton of this doing is actually going to transform your life.
Yeah.
It's like, I see that, and all I think is like, guys, God's got this. Like, obviously, he's on this journey. Enjoy it. Yeah. Like, and that's something that me as a pastor, I struggle with for the people in the church, and then even for myself, and my own family, my kids. A lot of times, it's like, and I think all of us have a little bit of this in us. Is like, we've talked about it some on the podcast already. It's like, I want to be the hero. I know what will fix this. I know what will help you. I just do this, or let me fix this. Let me do this. It's like, man, if I could get in a place where I could trust that God is leading me, all I have to do is row, and he'll lead me. If I could get to the place where I actually believe that for the people that attend Wellspring, it's like, I think the Holy Spirit, like, Jesus might be a better pastor than I am. Like, heads up.
But have you considered, maybe he gave you a similar gift to me of just always being right and knowing what to do?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for everyone else, definitely.
Yeah.
That's that's the thing. It's like, man, God is better at this than I am.
Yeah.
He loves people more than I do. He's better at that. He's better at leading people than I am.
Which is crazy, because we are hard to love.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes.
this is a joke. It's a blasphemous joke, but it's a joke. For being a perfect being, he has a giant blind spot, flaw for loving us.
For loving us. Yeah, because I wouldn't
The
if I was
fool's errand.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, what a fool's errand. I'm going to disappoint you so bad.
I know.
Yeah. I remember
We've given Jesus Stockholm syndrome.
yeah. I told my wife that when we were dating. I was like, "Hey, heads up. I'm going to disappoint you so hard."
You warned me of that right at the beginning.
Yeah. I was like,
You're like setting the bar.
yeah. I think we were golfing. It was the first time we met. We were hanging out. I was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to disappoint you."
You realize you're ripping the Band-Aid.
Yeah, you should know this about me. I'm going to let you down. So before
Maybe that's a good strategy because we're waiting for something bad. And we're like, I expected worse.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's your tactic.
Yeah, that's no real strategy behind it.
Just tell us, I'm going to do something really bad. And then you do something like a little bad. And you're like,
I just
I
need
do
you
with that.
I just need you to know before you jump into this boat, it leaks.
Yeah.
It leaks sometimes pretty significantly. So don't be shocked.
Someone let off a shotgun.
Yeah, for sure. No, but like pastoring people, leading people, loving people in your life, the people in your life. There's so many times I want to jump in and fix. Yeah. I want to fix people. Like the church is great at like, oh yeah, we can fix you. We can fix people. It's like, man, turns out like God's like way better at that.
Yeah. The church can fix people because the church has the number of a very good surgeon.
Yeah, for sure.
We just know a guy.
Yeah, I know somebody who can fix this. It's not me. That's the problem. We want so badly. I like how this podcast is going. We want so badly to be the person. We want so badly to be the hero. Like I want to be the hero. I want to be the person that saves the day. I can fix this problem. Look at me. Look how visible I am. All that stuff. When it's like, man, I'm going to mess that up every time. Like I'm going to let you down. I'm going to lead someone the wrong way. I'm going to give somebody some terrible advice. And sometimes I might give good advice, but if I do, it might not be me giving you the advice. I have a friend of mine who he points that out all the time. We'll be talking, and in the conversation, he'll say something, and it'll be like, it'll really hit. Have you ever had one of those conversations? You're talking to somebody, and they say something, and you're like, oh,
that's me writing songs.
That was it. And he's really great at like, he'll say something, and it'll hit, and he'll be like, that wasn't me. I didn't even look at him like, that was good. And he's like,
I was thinking about soup.
I don't even know. I kind of blacked out.
I was autopilot.
I don't know what happened. But one of the things that I really admire about him is he's so great at pointing that out right away. Where he was like, hey, that sounded really good, but I just kind of started the sentence and found it along the way, like Michael Scott. Like I just start a sentence and hope I find it along the way.
One.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing is like, so I wish I talk about this a lot, and I know that it doesn't land always for a lot of people, or maybe they might wonder like, why do you keep on saying this? Why do you talk about this all the time? But I wish I understood sooner and consistently still how much about following Christ or living your life is just about trusting him. It's just about, can I trust him with this or not? So much of like Christianity and church and everything that gets communicated and the things that we read, the content that we digest is so much about doing, and the effort or performance is tied into it. Even if we don't initially see that it is, like it's so performance heavy or so doing heavy. And it's like, man, I wish I understood sooner and I would understand consistently. Like my life is about trusting him to lead me, trusting him to provide for me, trusting him to open doors and to guide me and to be there for my children. But I have 3 girls and a boy that in my house that I'm trying to raise. I have no idea what I'm doing. A buddy of mine just had a kid, and he was like, "If you got any pointers," And I'm like, I'm figuring it out as I go, brother. Like, he's like, well, your kids seem sane. And I was like, I'm completely insane. So I don't like, they didn't get that from me. So it's just entrusting my life and the people around me, entrusting their lives and their stories and their journeys to someone who's actually trustworthy.
One of my favorite things about these conversations is I'll notice things that I've never consciously picked apart before. And I think one of the ways to tell when you're doing that and when you're just trusting him is a large portion of my life has been, and to some extent still is, it's like consciously decision making, acting. Well, this is when I say this. This is the response to this. This is the action I do here. If I do this, then this, and then it's kind of stepstoning your way through. And I think you can tell when you're trusting when you've either said something, done something, interacted with something in a certain way, and you no point thought about it. It was just a fluid thing that's just natural, fully natural response and just moving. I think that's the difference. Whereas when you're actively making the choices along the way at each individual step, that's you in control.
Yeah.
And when you just kind of let it go and you're like, whoa, when I do that?
Yeah.
When I say that?
Yeah.
That's when you're just trusting him. And it's all 100% of the time, in my experience, always a positive. Mm-hmm. And it's always, you say or do something kind without thinking. At no point did you decide to do that. You just did it. It's like, oh, okay. I'm not steering that ship. And I'm okay. That ship did pretty good.
Wow, that actually worked out way better.
I wouldn't have done it like that at all.
Than I planned it to. Yeah, I am addicted to wanting to be in control of it because I just think that I know best. I think that I know how to get the outcome that I want. And
We're conditioned to it since childhood in this society of like, you need to do this. You need to make sure you've done this. Mm-hmm. Set this up. You don't want to be a failure.
Yeah.
What's your plan A? What's your plan B? Have you thought about what you're going to do if this doesn't work?
Yeah, you don't want to be a failure. Okay, cool.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. How do you stop yourself from failing? Somebody asked me that one time.
There's one way.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Somebody asked me that one time, and
never try.
That question has stayed in my head for almost a decade because I was talking to him about how no, I want to succeed. I want to be successful. I don't want to fail. And I feel like I've said this before. I feel like the culture gives me two options: is either I can fake it, pretend like everything's great, or if I have too much integrity for that, I have to come face to face with no, that I failed here and I failed here and I failed here. And I was just telling him no, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail as a husband. I don't want to fail as a father. I don't want to fail as a pastor. I don't want to fail as a man. I don't want to fail the people in my life. I don't want to do that. I want to come through for people. I want to be dependable and all those things that I think everyone wants to be. And he just at the end of a very long, exhausting monologue from me, he just said, "Cool. How do you stop yourself from failing?" And I sat there for a second and I said, "I just try really hard not to." And he was like, "Cool. Does that help?" And I was like, "No, not at all, man. No. It doesn't help at all." And he's like, "Oh no, what do we do then? What are you supposed to do? What other option do we have?" And it's like, I sat there with that for a minute and I was like, I think I have to trust Jesus. And he's like, "Oh, has it come to that? Are things that bad that it's come to that now? We have to trust the Lord?"
The guy who we know can do it?
Man, I didn't know things were that bad. It's kind of oh no. And I was like, "Oh, shut up." It's it's duh. It's right there, but I can't see it, or I think I know a better way. And it was just that realization of oh man, Has it come? Are things that bad that we have to? And I remember, like, I've, talking with someone who's going through something difficult, and it's like, hey, I think maybe the best thing that we could do is, I think we should pray about this. And it's the same, like, is the situation that bad that that's what we have to do now? Yeah. We have to resort to trusting and praying? I didn't know things got that I don't know things were that bad at the time. It's like, yeah, dude, that's how you actually live this life. Yeah. Like, to your point with, I didn't really think about this. It just kind of happened, or it just kind of came out. Like how Paul says that in Galatians is like I'm crucified with Christ. Like I'm dead. Like he says, nevertheless, I think I can only quote it in King James. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I who's living. It's Christ who's living in me. Like it's the whole thing about following Jesus and developing, being discipled and becoming more like him is just not you doing an impression of Jesus. I'm going to talk about this weekend. That's how a lot of us think that's how we're supposed to live this Christian life. It's like, okay, I'm just going to do my impression of Jesus. And then I'll see someone else doing an impression of Jesus, and I'm like, that's not a good. Your impression's not good. Your impression isn't the same as mine, so it's not good. It's like, that's not it. It's not me trying to do an impression of Jesus. It's Jesus living his life out through me. And that's not semantics. That's actually a completely different way of living. It's maybe you just have to trust him. Maybe you should just pray about it. And it's like, well, what is that going to do? What is trusting him going to do? What is praying about it going to do? It's like, okay, or just keep trying. Yeah. Like, or just try.
You've probably got it.
Yeah, try harder. Maybe it'll work this time. It's like, that's crazy.
The ironic part of that is when things are bad, like legitimately, it's like, okay, we turn to prayer and we trust in God. Mm-hmm. We just do it from the start. We do that with everything.
Yeah, what?
Imagine. We have to wait for it to get terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, just like we have to wait for permission to do the right thing.
The little birthday booklet that's got like 20 tokens in it, and you can cash those in, and then they're gone. You're out of tickets. Yeah. No more answered prayers.
Yeah, that's it.
Like it's unlimited.
Yeah.
You could just go to him first every single time.
Yeah. He's not going to be like, again?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me again?
I see you've gone through your allowances.
Yeah. Listen, you're going to
have grace. Yeah. So actually,
if you want more grace, you're going to have to upgrade to premium Christianity.
Grace Plus?
Yeah, Grace Plus. You're gonna have to upgrade to Christianity Plus. I'm sorry about that.
Good news, no ads.
That's so funny. That's just how we think about it. And maybe it's our culture that pushes us to think about that so much, I don't know.
Because it taught us all to be so independent.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be in charge. You got to be independent. You got to figure this out. And I do think part of that, that's what rowing is. Do what you know is right to do. Heads up, what's right to do might be living like you trust him. That's I used that phrase this last weekend, and I straight up stole it from our guy that we were talking about how he's pretending to be Christian. It's like, what if you just lived like you trusted him?
Yeah.
What if you do that? You're a Christian, you believe that he exists. What if you lived like you trusted him, though?
I've noticed in his journey, he's going through the thing we talked about where it's like you start out with you consciously doing the things, and then you start catching stuff that you're not even making the decision about.
Yeah.
Where you would play chess with a guy, and then he didn't have any cash, and it was like $5 to play. And in the past, he would have just walked off and who cares? And he was like, oh no, I gotta go find an ATM. Took him his money back. He was like, I would have never done that.
Yeah, that wouldn't have even occurred.
And that wasn't even in his head being like, no, go get him the money. It was that was just his instinct now.
Yeah.
And it's like that's how he changes us, where it's those things in us where we stop making the decisions, and that's him living through us. That's him steering.
Yeah. But it can't be small things like that. It has to be like the big giant
it's the big one, yeah.
Millionaire yacht. Yeah. Jessica Alba in the bathtub. Yo, it has to be that.
Yeah.
And then
That's our purpose. That's his vision for our life.
That will get me to move eventually.
Yeah, that's part of God's plan.
Yeah. It's the right thing. The right thing to do if your job is to row, the right thing to do is to trust him. Live like you trusted him. I use the example of the passage we were in Romans 13. Paul gives a application and he says, "Put on the Lord Jesus Christ." And it's like, okay, that's what Christianity is. It's like I said, you don't put on a jacket because you believe jackets exist. You put on a jacket because it affects how you experience the world that you're in. Christianity is the same thing. Like, you're not putting on Jesus because you believe Jesus existed. It's like, okay, I believe that he existed and I believe he's real. No, you put on Jesus because it actually changes how you experience the world that you're in. And it might not be the flashiest thing right out of the gate. It might be going to the ATM and not even thinking about it. It might be loving someone and it costs you something, but you didn't even really count the cost. You just did it. And it's like, yeah, that's...
He went and bought a bunch of copies of just the gospel. He was handing them out to people.
Yeah.
Just going and talking to them, handing them out.
It's like, well, what am I going to say?
Yeah. It's all in there.
Yeah. Also, Jesus specifically said, don't worry about what you're going to say.
I'll say it.
That's one of my favorite things, that when you can make the connection, because when a lot of times part of following Christ, it's like, this change has happened in you. You experience something, but you don't know how to talk about it. You don't know how to share it. I had one of the guys at the church tell me, he's like, I really suck at giving the gospel. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Tell me how you're doing it, because there's only a couple ways I could think that's a bad way to do it. but most of the ways
There's one guy. He's inside you.
Really?
Wait, no. I could mess it up 10 different ways right now if you need to.
Right. There's a few ways you could mess it up, but they're not the most intuitive way. No. You're not necessarily going to go that route. But everybody feels like, oh, I want to share this. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to say. Can you teach me the words to say? It's taking people to the passage of scripture where Jesus takes his disciples.
Give us the master class right now.
Yeah. Jesus is like, hey, I'm going to send you out, and you guys are going to go to all these different villages, and you're going to talk to them about the kingdom of God. And they're like, cool. How do we do that? What are we supposed to do? And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, well, what are we taking with us? He's like, don't worry about that. And it's like, what do you mean? And as a pastor, I get those questions all the time. Like, well, what am I supposed to say to people? What am I supposed to take with me when I go? And Jesus's words to them is, don't worry about that. Just go and I'll be with you. And it's like, nah, that can't be true. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that part. You need to tell me what to say.
You can walk on water, turn water into wine, bring people back from the dead, make blind people see, cure leprosy. You can help me say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way you're going to help me say
okay,
something.
Chris Angel. I had
That's so funny.
I had a great opportunity for that. I was just in Nashville. And I was writing with this guy, and we were writing a song that turned out really cool. And he was talking about how he did the age-old. Well, I'm not really religious. I'm very spiritual. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's like,
sure.
That sounds...
I'm not tall, but I'm long. Cool, yeah. And he was like, I believe in a lot of it. Like, you kind of lose me at the whole, like, was it really swole by did Noah really build an ark? Like, that feels a little far-fetched. Like, I find that hard to believe. Like, I can't really rationalize. I'm like, which miracle could you explain?
Yeah.
Because there's no miracle. It's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point.
Yeah.
Is that this is the thing that you can't do or wrap your head around.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's God.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, could not be.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine. He goes to the church, and he was very much not in the like, oh, I'm spiritual. I'm just not religious. He was very much those like, I don't know if I believe in miracles. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, because we believe a guy was dead and then he wasn't. I would qualify that as miraculous.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I don't think I believe in. I don't believe in miracles. I don't think that that's a thing. I think that's a weird thing to think about or experience or anything like that. And I didn't try to fix him. I didn't try to make a big argument for, here, let me give you this philosophical argument as to why miracles should exist or anything like that. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. I understand that that's a hard thing to get your mind wrapped around. And I've just walked with him for the past couple of years. And he very recently has had some very significant changes in his life that were extremely unexpected, and all of them for the good, and very unconventional, unexpected ways. No real great explanation for any of it. And we were playing golf together, and he was like, "Dang it, I think I believe in miracles." Like, I was like, yeah. What changed your mind about believing in miracles? He was like, man, just a little reflection about everything that's happened in my life recently and how there's no good explanation for any of it. I didn't make any of it happen. I wasn't so wise. I didn't figure out a formula. It just kind of, all of this happened, and it seems so good, way too good to be true, and there has to be some reason for it. And I was like, okay, well, let's game out the reason. He's like, I've already done this. There is no reason for it. Like, he was like, this is why I think I believe in miracles. He's like, don't tell anybody. It's like, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to say it on a podcast.
The miracle argument is so fun because every argument against against miracles literally describes miracles. But that's just not possible.
Yeah.
It clearly didn't happen because it's not possible. Hence,
Yeah.
miracle.
Hence.
That's what miracle means.
Yeah, that's kind of what it means. Yeah. What it's, for me, I really enjoyed watching him go on this journey. This is to kind of circle back around. I don't do this right all the time. I make a million mistakes as a pastor. And one of the things I've enjoyed the most is watching him on this journey and not, let me make a case for miracles for you. Let me try to convince you. Let me try to, because we so often, we try to make, let me win this argument. Let me prove to you. Let me do these things and let me fix you and let me, I've so enjoyed watching God solve all those problems and issues for people. And all I had to do, I didn't have to fix them. I didn't have to have the right answer. I didn't have to be able to out argue this person. All I had to do was faithfully love this person. I didn't have to do anything else. Like, I didn't have to, I didn't have to put in a ton of effort to convince this person to have genuine faith in Christ or see this change in his life. I didn't have to convince him to do that. I just had to make space and genuinely love this person where they were, not try to change them into something different. I'm just going to show up for you, and I'm going to create space in my life for you to be here and part of it, and I'm just going to consistently love you. And seeing God change people and God pastor people and God lead people so much better than I could, more effective than I could, is so satisfying. Like, it's one of my favorite things about being a pastor.
Yeah.
Is not doing the pastoring. Not doing the pastoring and just showing up for people and watching God do it.
You just love to row.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's an extremely satisfying thing that you don't have to be a pastor to experience. Like, I challenged the church this past weekend. Like, I dare you to love somebody, and it costs you something. Like, do one costly act of love. Don't post about it. Don't come telling me about it. I don't care. I'm not going to be impressed. I don't care about it. Don't post it on social media. Don't.
What if it was really impressive?
Couldn't care less. Don't make yourself out to be the hero. I'm not going to think that you are anyway. But just do one costly act of love for someone. And whatever that means to you, like, it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh yeah, I'm going to be super generous financially or whatever. Whatever that means to you, one costly act of love to someone, and just watch what happens in you. Watch what happens in them. It's like, okay.
And that's your homework too. And if you already come to the church, now you've got double homework. You got to do it twice.
Got to do it twice. Yeah, it's wild because it's almost like God is really active in the world, and he's talking to people, and he's meeting people, and you just have to, what if you live like you believed that? It's wild how that perspective can change for you. And nothing of substance changes in your life besides, I'm going to live like I trust God, and I'm going to love people and see what happens. It's like, I think when I read the book, that's it. Like, I think that's how you be a Christian.
The beautiful thing about it is, because it's very easy for people to hear that and go, and that's how we get into heaven. No, you're good. Yeah. That's the thing. You've already invited Jesus in. You're good. That's how you save them.
Yeah.
You're not sure. It's nice to give yourself a little pat on the back. And forgot to give you a little pat on the back and be like, good job. I'm going to do something nice for you.
Yeah.
You get extra Christmas present.
Yeah.
But it's that same as with your friend. That's how you help them get to it.
Yeah.
Where it's because that little encounter, also with our guy, where you start reflecting on those moments, and it's you having that in you and demonstrating that opens the door for them to be like, is that the Christian thing? Like, that's the drug they're taking?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I want some of that.
So
I'll give that a try. If that's what that's like and that's what that creates, I'll give that a try.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. So I have a real deep desire to hear well done. Like, not a attaboy, not a pat on the back, not like, hey, good sermon, preacher. Like, it's like, I know I worked hard on it. Thanks. Like, it's one of those things where it's not that. Like, I want to hear well done. There's in the New Testament, what you hear from God is, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And so those are four things. And it's like, hey, I don't know if I've ever thought about it this way, but like, that's actually the blueprint to live the Christian life. The whole podcast, this whole podcast is called Unfinished because I'm a work in progress. I would be so disappointed if this was the final version of me. I'd be so disappointed by that. But the process, like what describes how do I live a Christian life? How do I do this? It's well done. Like, are you rowing to keep up with the conversation that we're having? Like, are you rowing? It's like, no, I'm just sitting here. Okay, so like row well. Like,
I caught row, I fell down.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Did you get back up?
Paul says in Hebrews, like, run to win, man. Like, people don't enter a race to not win it. Like, run to win. Like, row the boat. Like, live something, like, well done. Do things well. Like, not the like, oh, perform, but like, man, give yourself to it. Well done. Good. That's the next one. Like, I think that's a pretty decent. I think everybody knows the difference in between good and bad. Like, okay,
most of us.
So I don't want to sit around and wait for permission for the good things that I should do, like trusting him, like loving people. Evil people aren't waiting for permission. I don't need to wait for permission. Do good. Like, well done. Give yourself to it. Good. Faithful. Like, keep going. To your point, it's like, did you fall down? Okay. Like, keep going. Get up and keep going. Like, faithfulness is more impressive than visibility. Like, just be faithful. Well done, good and faithful servant. Like, that's it. How am I supposed to live the Christian life? I want to hear, well done, good and faithful servant. It's like, okay, are you doing anything well? Like, are you giving yourself to it? Or are you holding back? Are you looking for excuses? Are you looking for a million reasons why not? Instead of, I'm gonna give myself to this. I'm gonna go all the way with it. Like, okay, good, do good. Like, do the good stuff that you know to do. Faithful, keep on being faithful, and then be a servant. You don't have to be the one in charge. That's the best thing. Like, I was trying to communicate this week, and I don't know if it totally landed. It's like, it is such good news that I don't have to be in control.
Can you imagine being the guy in control of all of it? Stressful.
It's so good that I don't have to be that's great news.
I'm in charge of some stuff, technically, here in this world. I'm in charge of some stuff. It's not fun.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to be the Messiah. That position's filled. They are not hiring. Like, it's good. Like, this is great news. You just have to be a servant.
Yeah.
Like, serve people, love people, take that posture. The thing that is so enamoring about Jesus is he is the king of the universe and became a servant. Like, washed dudes' feet, like, sat with tax collectors and rejected people, like, went and found hurting, broken people and helped them.
Yeah.
Like,
and say it again, tax collector.
Yeah, tax collectors. That was
if there's one person I'm find it real hard to love, it's the tax man.
Yeah, that was a rough verse to read this weekend when he was like, "Don't owe anyone anything. Like, if you owe taxes, pay taxes. If it's revenue, pay revenue."
My favorite thing with the Bible is you don't have to follow all of it.
Yeah. We all
that was the corrupted bit.
Yeah, that's the best argument. How do we know that one wasn't written by
taxes were different then, right?
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
They didn't have the IRS.
Constantine the emperor added that part, pay taxes. Yeah. No, because it builds, and I don't know if I did a super great job connecting this weekend. It's, if you owe taxes, pay taxes. If it's revenue, pay revenue. If it's honor, honor. If it's respect, respect. And then the very next line is, don't owe anyone anything except for the continuing debt of love. It's like, guess what? You're going to pay taxes, and then now you'll owe them the next year. But when you pay those taxes are paid. Taxman got his bit. It's done. Revenue got his bit. I paid the revenue. It's done. I gave honor. I gave respect. That happened. But the continuing debt of love doesn't end. Like, you don't get finished repaying that one. Like, you just keep doing it. And it's like, man, I love that phrase. I've read the Bible a bunch, like, taught a bunch. There's something about that phrase that, like, leaped out to me when I was like, oh my God, how have I not seen this? Like, just repay the continuing debt of love. That's a cool way to phrase that.
As the kids say, bars.
Yeah. It was a good one. All right, I don't know what else. You got anything else?
When is this coming out? Not after that. Worship night, 28th, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets are free, but we do urge you to go sign up for them so we know how many people are there, because we'll know when one or both of them is full.
Yeah. 6 p.m. is getting full. So, but we still have tickets. So get them. Show up. 6 and 8 p.m. If you're like, I live far away, buy a plane ticket, man. Come on.
Yeah, they got planes and trains and cars, Delilah.
Yeah.
What's your usual spiel of people you invite and people you bring?
Oh, yeah.
You haven't done it on here.
Yeah, I haven't done it on here. Yeah, so I tell people, so there's people that you invite to things, like everybody knows that. Okay, I'm going to invite these people, but then you bring people to other things. Those are two different things.
Yeah. Invite Susan, who's bringing your coffee.
Yeah. You invite people and then you bring people. Those are two different things. I have people that I have invited, and I've invited, and I've invited, and then I have another group of people where they're coming with me. Like, they're going to come with me.
You got one of those kid leashes that goes around everyone's wrist.
Yeah, it's like, no, man, I'm going to be there and you're going to be there too. Like you're going to be there. I have an
Some
expectation.
people are inviting. Some people don't have the luxury of declining an invitation.
Yeah. You've been voluntold. You're going to be. You're going to be there, brother. Yeah, that's part of it. No, it's going to be an awesome. It's going to be an awesome night, dude.
It is my favorite chainsaw.
Yeah, my favorite chainsaw. That should be a song that you write.
That could be the name of the whole album. My favorite
My
chainsaw.
favorite chainsaw.
I'm like, what's that about? It's like, yeah.
You had to be there.
Tune into Unfinished.
Should we have merch?
We could do merch.
I don't know if I'd wear it. All right. Cool, guys. Share this. Bye.